Okay, so Tai Chi, let's get going. All you need for today's class is a chair, space around you. Um, if balance, which I know for many of you, balance is precarious, then feel free to have a walker nearby or a cane nearby or just something that you could grab onto should you need to. And in your chair, remember you want your chair, if possible, you want chairs that bring your hips above the level of your knees, um, either at or above, not below. That's the idea. That helps you get this central upright quality that is so vital. As I've gone over many times, and I will go over many more times, this protocol, this sort of underlying Tai Chi, Qigong biomechanical protocol that has to be present uh, when we're doing our movement for it to be Tai Chi. And as we can do a certain amount of it today. And then as we practice, we inform it and improve it. And then you practice again, maybe later today, and then tomorrow, and then the next day. And you just keep practicing and keep practicing. And you just get more loose and long. You get more centered and aligned. You get more grounded from relaxation. You get more enlivened through the body so that you feel, wow, I can really move. You know, one of the most interesting things is when the chi takes over the practice. So you can think of it kind of like jump starting an engine. That's what a lot of these movements are doing. We're moving in the way
Hey, David.
that the chi moves the body by itself, but the problem is our chi is a little dwindled. The body and the chi are a little less connected, and the circulation is a little down. But so year after year, Karen, I'm going to go ahead and mute you there. There we go. Boom. Now you're muted. Um, but over the years, as you do the movements that the chi would move the body like,
What's wrong with this?
Karen, you keep unmuting yourself for some reason. Karen, can you hear me? So she can't hear me, so I'm going to
There
check.
we go.
Can
Keep
you
it.
hear me, Karen, when I'm
I can
speaking
hear
to you?
you. Now I can hear you. Can you?
Okay, so you need to probably turn your volume up, and then also
I did that.
I'm muting you, and then you keep unmuting yourself. So just stay muted on that end, but turn your speakers up. So so now you're muted. Turn up the volume on your computer from the volume button, probably. And if that's not the case, again, I sadly in practice of Tai Chi, there's not a tech side of it. I'm not a tech master. Anyway, so the point being, at first we're moving our body with volition, with our mind, in the way that the chi wants to move, right? But then you do that enough, and then it sort of switches to where all you have to do is stand there and breathe, and then you can actually feel the chi move you. And that's what they call the formless practice. So there's form practice and then formless practice. And so we do form practice, formal practice, do this, do that. Eventually, though, it starts to become something you get to just follow and flow with, sort of improvisational exploration of movement. And it's really important to do that. And so I invite you guys to do that on your own whenever you get a chance. Just kind of put on some music, warm up the space. I have a really nice robe that I like to wear. It's really warm, and I'll just wear it, stand in it, and I just find myself moving and loosening things up and making things better, right? So take in what we learned here, but have that idea that you're informing your own intuitive and very personal practice. Okay? Now, scoot to that front edge. Here's that protocol. Zhong, central upright. Usually the pelvis needs to tip a little forward, the chest a little up, the chin a little down. Hands on your thighs. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the nose or the mouth. Continue doing that. As you breathe, have the idea that you can let go, soften, relax, release. And that when you relax and release, the body plumps a little bit. It doesn't slump, it plumps. When we relax, there's more space everywhere in the body. Through that space, flow can then happen with less impediment. Keep that breathing going. So we have central upright, zhong. We have song, soft, supple, pliable, relaxed. As you're soft, supple, and pliable, then allow downward settling. Chun one. Just means let everything that could settle down through the body, down through the chair, down underneath you, let it go there, and don't pull it back up. Just keep it down. That's the grounding and stability. And then just feel loose, lively, nimble through the body. Qing Ling. Let's take 5 more breaths with those ideas rolling around in the mind. Big breath in, smooth breath out. Zhong, central upright. Song, soft, supple, and pliable. Chunwan, soft, sunken, heavy, underneath, underground. Qing Ling, light, nimble, functional, agile. Now slide your hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, arching the body, spinal extension. And then settle to neutral and slide your hands all the way forward until your arms are totally straight, your shoulder blades have slid apart from each other. Hollow the chest, drop the head, spinal flexion. And again, to neutral, and then slide the hands, elbows, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, arch way up. And then slide those hands forward past your knees, hollow the chest, round the back, drop. And we do it again. Slide hands, elbows, shoulder blades back. Inhale. Hold that breath in. Go for that full shape shift arch. When you're ready, exhale, go the other way. So let's just do 2 or 3 more. But notice again, you're on your own rhythm. You're not trying to keep up with anybody. You can spend extra time in these shapes if it feels good. Really important that you get that idea that, oh, you're free. You're free to practice. You're free to do it exactly like you need it to be. Such an important component to this. One more time, a nice big arch. And then you'll settle to neutral and just go right into a nice twist. Left hand forward, right hand and elbow back. Turn the shoulders, turn the head, twist. Again, feel free to hold that for a little bit. When you're ready, you come back to center and switch sides. All the way twisting the other way. Right hand forward, left hand and elbow back. Good. And when you're ready, inhale back to middle and twist. Inhale, middle, and twist. And come back to middle. Now we do sideways leaning. So again, think of like a palm tree in the wind. That groundedness that the palm tree has, and then that pliability to go in the wind. So lean to the right, lift your left wrist up, just kind of tipping, and then we're back to center and just bowing to the left. So many of us experience our body as stiffer, right? Especially as we're aging, right? That's this process of aging. That some of that, of course, is unavoidable, but some of it is negotiable. And that's what the Taoists were focused on. Where can we negotiate with aging so that we don't allow every single negative impact to take hold? And so one of the focuses here is just this sideways, this bowing, this soft and loose quality. Because in the Tao Te Ching, the book, sort of the Bible, you could say, for Taoist practice, one of the poems talks about exactly that. That which is soft and supple is life. That which is brittle and break. Let's be softer and suppler. Back to center. Shoulder blades. Forward and up. Back and down. So remember, it's the scapula on your back. Here, these bones here that the arms are plugged into, spread apart and lift. Squeeze back and slide down. Neutral, and then they again, forward and up, back, down, forward, up, back, down. And reverse. Notice my arms. My arms just kind of along for the ride, but Altenberg, don't let your arms start taking over, right? Keep it in the shoulders. Yeah, exactly. Two more. And neutral. Now, bring your feet together, knees together. You're going to fold from the hips. Fold from the hips, bring the hands forward, backs of hands touch, extend the arms and go out. Notice how the hands stay low. Tip back from the hips and circle the arms around behind you and in, neutral. Do it again. Forward, out, around, behind, and in, neutral. Again. Forward, out, back around behind and in. Now we go forward and up, open, palms face forward, slide down, neutral. Again, forward and up, big open, down. One more, call that the middle level, right? Chest level. This one's really good, but it doesn't demand all the movement our shoulder blades are required to do. So now when we go here, when you go all the way up, your shoulder blades have to really move to allow you that full range. And then the shoulder blades come down as the arms come down, all the way loose. And so this full range. Oh. One more. Now, same 3 levels in reverse. Start low. Back, out, around, in, neutral. Back and out, around and in, neutral. One more. Now level 2 or middle level, back and out and up, cross, down, under, back, out, up, down. One more. And then we go full range, back, out, up, way up. Remember, those shoulder blades have to be free to move. Way out in front and down. 2 more. And neutral. Scoot back on the chair a little bit. So you're very stable. Right knee lift, grab with the hands, pull the knee up and in, flex the foot a little, and push. Load back into your hands, set the foot down. Switch. Load, push, load, down. Switch. Load, push, load, down. Again. So when the leg is not pushing against resistance, we're not using it to stand up with or squat with in a sort of strength training way. We really want to make sure the whole range is open. That's the benefit of this, is we can really just get the whole mechanism to move through its nourishing, rejuvenating range of motion. Now, a couple with no hands. So no hands grabbing. See if you can control that full range or close to it from the brain. So try to get as much loaded as you can, as much extended, loaded, down. And remember, in Golden Rooster, which we're going to do today, when we stand up, eventually there's that variation where you tuck that leg in while standing on the other leg. And so it's a good time to get that feeling of, okay, fold it up and in, setting it down. Last one here. Down. Now extend your right leg, point and flex. Point, flex. And then invert, evert, tilt in, tilt out. Tilt. Circle, in, around, and out. Reverse, circle, out, around, and in. Down. Other foot, point and flex. Tilt in, tilt out. Circle, in, around, and out. Reverse, out, around, and in. And now, Scoot forward on your chair once more, all the way to that front edge. Feet hip distance. Arms, hang them first loose, very loose. Then just fold at the elbows. So the hands are here, but we're now operating from the elbows. Elbows out, up, down, all the way down, and then around and in. Touch your elbows together. Down, out, up. Down, around, in. Try to make that smooth. Down, out, up. Down, around, and in. Out and up. Down, around, and in. Elbows back, behind you, all the way back, 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 back. Then down, forward, and then possibly up. Forward, down, back. Down, forward, up. Forward, down, back. Down, forward, up. One more. And elbows down, out, palms facing the ground, left hand high, right hand low, cross, wrap around, and then crawl your hands around, get the full wrap. Elbows out to the side, and then right hand high, left hand low, cross, wrap, and crawl those hands around. And then elbows out to the side. Let's do 2 more of each, flowing with the breath. Inhale here. Exhale. Wrap. Inhale, open. Exhale, switch, wrap. 1 more of each. And down, release. Relax your arms. Let them hang loose. Bring your feet wider apart than hip distance. And lift your toes way up. Put your toes down. Lift your heels way up. Heels down. Toes up. Down. Heels up. Down. Toes. Heel. Toe. Heels. Now, toes lift a little, turn on the heels. Turn toes and knees in, toes and knees out. Toes and knees in, that's turning from the hips. Toes and knees out. In, out. In, out. Neutral. Now, heels in, knees out. Heels out, knees in. Heels in, knees out. Heels out, knees in. Heels in, knees out. Heels out, knees in, and neutral. Now, hip hinge. Arms hang loose. Hips are open and spacious. Fold. Fold. Keep folding, hanging those arms loose, and then sit up tall. Tip back from the hips. See the arms just hanging loose. They're along for the ride. When you fold forward, float the arms just a little out in front of you, just a slight bit beyond your shins. And then back up. Now we're going to use that to stand up. So remember, Chunwon means the downward direction is primary. Right now we're down through the chair. We need to get down through our legs. We slide our feet back a bit. Fold. Take the arms a little in front of your shins and just pour your weight forward. And now the weight's down through the legs, down through your feet. Stand up nice and tall. Keep the weight down underneath the feet the whole way. Fold, sink down, and commit to the chair. Now the weight's down through the chair. Fold, core forward so the weight's down through the feet, then standing up. And then fold, sink down. Now maybe with a little more flow, where you just, but remember the primary direction is still down. So the way the body moves faster is with Qing Ling, light, nimble space. The only way to get that light, nimble space is to be relaxed so that the heaviness goes down, and it's that heaviness that grounds us. So that whole protocol, body upright, Song, Chunwan, Qing Ling, is present here, right? It's present so that you don't grab onto your body, which is totally common, totally a habit that everybody has. We go, we squeeze everything together instead of relax, fold, and when you relax, you let the heaviness go down. You're like, oh, that's where I get my stability from. And this ability to move this body comes from the Qing Ling, that lightness and nimbleness. So one more time, just right, just easy peasy. Now a couple Tai Chi squats where we hinge, sink, and then rise, and then hips forward, right? So I can make this shape, but I'm still just as grounded because the weight's underneath me. And then I'm here, I'm still grounded. Here, I'm still grounded and stable. I can sink all the way to here, I'm still just the same grounded part. It's very similar to the kind of when we see at the car dealership, that wind person, you know, that kind of feeling, not sloppy, but the body loose and capable of all kinds of movement without it uprooting us and getting us in trouble, right? So we're just moving smooth, leaning, right? All that. Now, stay standing. Let's do our Qigong called Sink Qi Wash Organs, right? So it's really this opening move. So in the Monday class, the gait balance class, we work on tipping into the toes, tipping into the heels. We usually have a chair to keep you safe. So be very, very cautious with this one, but just try to get a little bit of toes and a little bit of heel, just a teeny bit of this rock, rock, okay? So now go into your toes and float your soft, loose, relaxed arms forward. And then rock back a little bit into your heels. Those arms, swing them back behind a little. So these are like pendulums. Rock forward, swing the pendulum forward. Rock back, swing the pendulum back. Forward. Back. Now, when you're a little bit back, open the arms, turning palms forward, float them out and up, chest level. Then rock into your toes a little bit, sweep the arms around and out in front, palms face up. Then a little bit rock to the heels, right? Just a little back, and soften the elbows and bring the hands in the mouth, right? As if bringing something in the mouth, past the mouth, and then settle your hands to your belly as you settle to the middle of your feet. And then remember your Tai Chi squat that we just did. Hips back. Start sitting the butt. As you sit the butt, let the arms soften long. Push through the earth and rise back to standing. We do it again. Rock a little forward and then back. Open and lift. So we catch the wave. Then rock forward, sweep the arms around, palms face up. Rock back and bring the hands as if in the mouth, past the mouth, and then settle to the middle of your feet as you settle to the belly with the hands. Then, as you're your hips go back, elbows come a little forward. Feel how that movement there hollows the front and opens the back. So it's this little hollow the front, open the back, and then sit the butt and release the arms completely. And then to vertical. Do it again. Rock back, open and lift, catching the wave. Stay on, rock forward, palms face up. Rock back, bringing in, settling to the middle of the feet, hands settle to the middle. Sorry, it got glitchy there, I think. And then again, hips back, elbows forward, right? This little move right here. There. See if you can see that from here to here, and then just let it flow right on through to the earth. Push through the earth, come back to standing. 2 more of these, where you rock back, open and lift. Rock forward, sweep around. Rock back, bringing in the upper, settle to the middle of the feet, hands settle to the middle. And then as the hips go back, elbows forward, hollow the front, open the back, sit and release. And then push through the earth, standing tall. And then we wing, roll, fold, settle hands to the belly, turn palms to face in slightly towards the belly, then hands cross and come down. Now, rising hands, as if painting the wall in front of you with the back of your hands. And then at the top, let it flow through. So now it's as if you're painting with the fingertips. Do that 3 more times. The hands. Then they switch down. Because I know it's true for all of us as we age, but especially with Parkinson's, the hands get kind of stuck, right, in one shape. And so exaggerate it a little bit. Bend your wrist down when you're on your way up, and then exaggerate it not just here, but also here. Right? Get that line as you go down. And then fold. So that because you're folded so much, you get all of that development. And make sure you get the fingers themselves, right? Down. And Sarah, on the way down, keep the hands like this. All the way down, 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 down. So they're still in this shape all the way until they get back. And then it's only there that we soften and let them round. And then they're like that all the way up until this all starts to sink. That's where that change happens. And we're down. So that exact same technique in the hands, wrists, and arms, but out to the side. This little change out through the fingers. Down. Let it satisfy. You know, get that satisfying crane opening its wings, right? When a crane opens its wings, it does it with such natural splendor, right? This expressiveness that we humans, for whatever reason, we lose that. This natural, graceful quality. Now, wings. And we roll palms up, fold at the elbows, and sink. And then again, wings, this big wing, and then roll, fold, sink. This wing where the body rises a bit, roll, fold, and then as the hands come down, also sink through the body. See my legs have a little give. There's a little rise and sink of the torso. Down. Now reverse. Backs of hands touch. Come up. There's a little rise through the body. Palms face forward. Go up and out. And then wings, sweeping down, sink through the body a little bit. We're storing, and then we're ready to go up. And then sink. One more. The geyser flows up and out. And wings, crane. Now embracing the moon. Wing. Right arm over top, left arm underneath. Top and bottom. And then two magnets attract. Repel. Around. Attract. Repel. Around. Now we add one more to this. So here, as you come over the top, right arm up high, left hand down low, you circle. The bottom arm comes up on the inside and around again. So let's just do that a couple of times on this side. So they're here, and then they pass by. So this bottom arm comes up, and we go out and around. They come in, out and around. So this is a movement that's seen very commonly in Chen style Tai Chi, this exchange movement. And then we do that embrace moon together. And then we're going to do it the other way. So go around and out. So now your right arm, it should be, comes up on the inside. The left arm comes down on the outside, and they pass and around. Pass and around. And what you'll see is my bottom arm, see the shape that it's in? It's not in this shape. It's here. It's kind of the elbow that comes up. And this arm does that geyser, flows out, right, as this comes over top. This is sort of like the geyser flowing up and out, right? So this arm is doing this, while this arm is doing this, right? And together, right? And then embrace the moon. Hands come towards. Now do one of each. So it's go around, bottom arms on the inside, and then embrace the moon. And then switch. Around. Embrace the moon. Switch. One more of each. Great job. And wings. Down. Scoop. Elbows pull back. Turn the palms. Push. Pull, extend. Draw back. Push. Draw. Push. Now, just your left hand. Push. Straight ahead, the body turns slightly to the right. So your your left arm, Karen, should be straight ahead of you. I don't know if it is, maybe the angle of the camera, but it should just be this arm still traveling straight, but the body turns. Then turn left palm to face the body, right hand face forward, and then it's push and draw. Simultaneous turn those hands, push and draw. Simultaneous turn the hands. Push and draw. Full extend. Good. And Sarah, do make sure you pull the elbow back a little more. Your left elbow. So your right arm is forward. Extend. Yeah. And then this arm, your back arm, back behind you. So it's not just here. It's back. And then turn and push and draw. Same thing. This arm will go back, behind. Push and draw. Push and draw. Now with this one, the little addition, the first addition is that instead of your left hand coming back at about shoulder height, it starts to come down. So you let it go down as you extend. Then that forces us to find a little up and over as this turns palm up. And so then this is pushing straight ahead, but this one's coming down. So we're adding variables that you have to track. Now the right arm, so Karen, if you can, it looked like you went like this down here. I know your shoulder is injured, but the idea is that it comes up. So even if it's just the elbow up to here, then it's ready to push from the correct place as this goes down. And then it comes up as this turns. Push. 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 Make sure you're allowing it to turn you. Turn. To turn you from the two groin, belly, low back, and central pillar. So we're liberating these mechanisms. And down. Now, you got two legs, you got your turning mechanisms, right? Shift to the right leg, turn, float those hands over to the right. Shift to the left, turn, float the hands over to the left. Shift and turn. Shift and turn. Be a little more specific with hand positioning now. Turn them both so they face to the right. As you shift and turn, it's called brush knee, sweep the leg. Then the hands turn so they're prepared to go the other way. So Altenberg, notice here, get your hands over to your right side, over here, and turn your palms so they're facing the left. And then brush and sweep, right? So the palms are facing like that. And then at the end, they turn and they're ready to go the other way. Shift, turn, brush and sweep. Shift, turn, brush and sweep. Shift, turn, brush and sweep. Now right arm floats up chest level. Shift, turn, brush and swap. Right arm goes down, left arm floats up. Shift, turn, brush and swap. And Sarah, notice how your right hand got stuck back here? You want it to brush knee all the way through, right? As this is coming over, and then they change. Left arm down, right arm up, and same thing here. As you shift and turn, you want to make sure left hand goes through and right arm goes through. And then one goes down while the other comes up, and then shift and turn. And Marjan, wherever you can, especially with the bear, try to get rid of this. Okay, so when you're doing it, I'm seeing a bend here, and you want to elongate and elongate. It doesn't mean stick figure arms, right? We don't want to lock them up, but it's just to say don't get stuck here all the time when there's more to be had. There's more pull out from the root here that we need to do with each round in order to actually get the plaque and tartar off of the the joints and tissues. So you got to be going long. And let's go for higher jumping fish. 3. So these are just like going to the dentist in a sense. In a certain sense, that's what we're here to do, is break through where we're stuck, what's stuck on the body. Now, stay in your right leg. Left hand goes down, right arm, wing, roll, pull. Shift, turn, brush knee, push. Now, extend. Right arm goes down, left arm wings, rolls, and folds. Shift and turn, brush knee, push. Full extend. Left arm goes down, right arm wing, roll, fold. Shift, turn, brush knee, push. Full extend. They change. Shift, turn. Make sure you let them go all the way out. Then the left hand has to go down. Right arm, wing, roll, fold here. Be clear on where they are. Altenberg, look at my arm here folded. Yours is like this. It's got to be here. Now this is stored and loaded to be able to push, right? Push, correct. So it's this wing, roll, fold of the left arm. Wing, roll, fold. So your right arm just pushed. That goes down. The left arm, wing, roll, fold. Your left arm, wing, roll, fold. Correct. Now this one's ready for push. This one's ready for brush knee. So we're going all the way through. And then they got to switch. So what's high goes low. What's low goes high. Roll and fold. And then what's high goes low. What's low goes high. Roll, fold. Last one. All the way through. Now, stay here. Your left foot should be empty. Turn it slightly so the toes are turned out. Change your weight to your left leg. Your left hand down. Your right elbow bend, fingers point up. Right foot empty, touch. So it looks like this. See how I'm sitting on my leg rather than being locked like this or butt out like that. I'm aligned and then soft, relaxed, right? So have that little quality there. Bring your right foot back. Heels touch, toes turned out. Turn your right palm forward, left palm in. Change the weight down through your right leg. Change your hands and touch left toes out in front. Hold that position for a moment. All right. Keep holding that position. If you can hear me, I think you can. Sorry, the screen is being funny. Good. Okay. Sorry, the screen is being funny again, but we'll be on in just 10 seconds or so. Okay, here we go. So we've got, let's all get on the left leg, left hand down, right elbow bent, right foot touching. Now you bring that right foot back, turn right palm forward, left palm in. Change the weight into your right leg, right hand down, left hand up, touch the foot. the empty left foot out in front. Bring the left foot back. Turn left palm forward, right palm in. Change the weight. The hands change. Right foot is empty. Touch. Bring the right foot back. Turn the palms. Right palm forward, left palm in. This little turn. Change. Touch. Bring the foot back. Turn the palms. Change. Now stay here. Option 1, just stay in this position. Option 2, pick up the toe off the ground. You see this little move here. Option 3, if it feels appropriate, you could lift a little and put the toe back down. Lift and down. And the final option would be full lift, down. Full lift, down. And that's what we work on in one of the many things we work on in the Monday class is how to feel more confident with this exchange. Now switch sides. Bring your right foot back. Change the weight. Right hand down, left hand up. Left toes out in front, and then challenge. So you could just stay here, balance, or use the ankle movement to challenge, or a little knee movement, or full hip. Full hip. The golden rooster stands on one leg. Now, let's switch each time. Change, shift, the hands change, and lift. Down. Change. Lift. Down. Change. And remember, if you should only lift this high, only lift this high, or this high, or this high. Last one. Change. And wash your paws. Shift and turn. Shift and turn. One more. Shift and turn. Now stay here. Right hand sweeps the leg, floats up, and then we shift and turn. Cloud lake. And then rain down, vapor up. And then shift and turn. Cloud lake. Left hand rain down, right hand vapor up. Shift and turn. Cloud lake. Vapor and rain. Shift and turn. Let's add the challenge. So here, all your weight should be in your left leg. Change your hands and slide your right foot in and out with no body weight. Then shift and turn. Cloud lake. So eventually we want simultaneous hands changing and foot comes in, out. Then we're shifting and turning, cloud lake, simultaneous. As the hands change, the right foot comes in and out, shift and turn. Simultaneous, in, out, shift and turn. In, out, shift and turn. In, out, shift and turn. Now, keep your feet as they are. Both hands down. Circle. Rise up. Come over top. Down. So we should be slightly sunk here. Shift, turn. Rising up. Straightening up through the body a little bit. Shift, turn. Hands can be as high up as you'd like. And down. Up. Over. So this is another one you see more in Chen style Tai Chi. The double Hunyuan circle. Big round circle. Reverse. Under and up. Over. Down. Under and up. Now, swing your hands up to chest level. It's called drawing the bow. So your left hand stays where it is, and then you shift to your right leg and kind of like you're drawing a bow. Don't get too literal with the drawing a bow. Everything is relaxed. You don't have to like grab on. It's more just this separation of this elbow from these fingertips. Open. And then shift back into your left leg and reach all the way out. So this hand, in general, doesn't move. It stays where it is. So this is the anchor. And the rest of the body is closing, opening, closing, opening. So, Sullivan, you see this left arm? Stays, does not come down. So it stays, it stays, it stays, it stays, it still stays, it still stays, and it stays, and it stays. If it has to come down out of fatigue, that's fine. But try to relax the shoulder. And then let's switch sides. Come down. Over the other side. Draw the bow. Separating and then bringing back together. Separate. Back together. Separate. One more. And then down. Swing. Swing. Middle. Remember how we started? Rock back a little, open and lift. Rock forward, sweep around. Rock back, bringing in. Settle to the middle. Then this hips back, elbows forward, sink and release. Two more just like that. Rock back, open and lift. Rock forward, sweep around. Back, bringing in. Settling to the middle. Hollowing the front so that you can just Tai Chi squat. Last one. And close. Settle to the belly. Palms together. Rub your palms. Back of one hand. Palm. Back of other hand. Palm. Qua or groin area, inguinal crease. Hip flexors. Fronts of hips. Tail. Low back. And like you're doing a Tai Chi squat, butt back and sit, sweep the arms down the outside of the legs, around to the inside, up the inside, all the way to the belly button. All the way to the belly button. Get all the way to the belly button. Then do it again. Groin, hip flexors, tail, lower back, and outer legs around to the inside, all the way up the inside of the legs, all the way to the belly button. Do it again. Groin, hip flexors, tail, lower back, yang channels, yin channels, belly button. Now, right arm extended. Come up the outside of your right arm to your right shoulder. Turn the arm palm up. Sweep down and off. Turn it over. Do it again. Same arm. Turn the right hand over. Up. Turn the arm. Down. Off. Turn the arm. Up. Turn. Down. Off. Make sure you get all the way to the shoulder. So don't stop here or here or here. Get all the way there. Then turn and sweep down. Sweep down the inside of the arm off the palm. Outer, inner, outer, inner. And we switch. Outer, inner and off. Outer, and eventually gets comfortable. Thank you, everybody. Great job. Any questions of any kind? We did a few new things. Got a little taste of some of the Chen style movement, which is just, it just has different, it's just beneficial in different ways, but it's more complicated, right? You don't necessarily start with Chen style movement because if everything's stuck, right, and we're trying to get inside here and do these movements, we're actually running into ourselves. And so that's where the yang became the most famous and most ubiquitous, if that's the right word. Sort of everyone was learning more yang because more people could do yang. Fewer people are actual monks who have hours to, get in and be snakes and all this, which is good for us to do that. But again, as we open things up with the yang style, then we can start adding some of these other mechanics that you find in the Chen style, which just kind of like floss out different layers of tissue tension. So, any questions about anything? Sue?
No, I'm good. I thought that that archer position was really good.
Yeah, so that felt good to you.
That was a good stretch, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's that pulling apart that feels so good, right?
Right. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. So that's one. Make sure to do that again more often. Anything else? You're allowed to place some requests, as Sue just did. She likes it. Place the request. What's that?
Neck.
Yeah.
Always the neck.
Yeah. Okay. That's helpful.
Yeah.
Karen, you'll have to unmute. I think I see your mouth moving. Mark Altenberg, you got something?
No, I'm enjoying the class.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Really, really nice to slow down and just do things at a really thoughtful pace.
Yeah. Yeah. Give your brain and body time to reacquaint themselves.
It's interesting, when I get things out of sync, I have to wake up my brain a little bit. And
yeah, we sort of go on autopilot or something, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, the mind is wandering somewhere else, and we go, it's demanding, right? I mean, Tai Chi is incredibly demanding, the slowness of it. I think that's one of the great secrets of it, is that people think you're going slow because you can't go fast because you're old or some other reason. And so it's only for people who can only move at a snail's pace, but you don't realize No, that's incredibly challenging. And what's even better is that it can open us up to swiftness, precision of movement, precision of up and down by being so relaxed that there's that ability can come back. So great. Anything? Okay, all.
Thanks.
See ya. Have a good one. Enjoy the weekend.
You too.
Will do.